All right, let's talk about the future of restaurants. And I mean the real future. We're talking about a journey that starts with the robot waiters you might be seeing today and ends, believe it or not, with food literally materialized out of thin air. We're going to break down how AI is set to completely revolutionize the restaurant industry, and we'll do it as a story in 3 acts.
So this whole journey through the future of dining, it perfectly mirrors the evolution of AI itself. We'll kick things off in the here and now, what we call the ANI era, which takes us up to about 2030. From there, we'll jump into the AGI era, and this is a huge shift, starting around 2030. And finally, we're going to get a little wild and look way ahead into the ASI era, a pretty speculative world that starts around 2040. So you ready? Let's get into Act 1.
All right, Act 1, the ANI era. This is all about AI as a super efficient tool. And it's basically the world we're living in right now, up to around 2030. ANI, by the way, stands for Artificial Narrow Intelligence.
So what exactly is ANI? Well, the best way to think about it is like a brilliant specialist. It's not a general thinker. It's designed to do one single task, but do it with superhuman efficiency. You know, things like creating a new menu based on food costs, or predicting exactly how busy you'll be on a rainy Tuesday night. It can handle your entire reservation system without breaking a sweat. But, and this is the key, it can't think outside that one specific job. It's a master of one, not a jack of all trades.
Now, here's what's so interesting about this first era. It's not really about AI replacing jobs, it's about transforming them. Take a look. At headquarters, AI can churn out ads and marketing copy, which frees up the human to become a brand director, focusing on the big picture. In the restaurant itself, robot waiters can take orders and deliver food, which means the human staff can become true hospitality professionals focused 100% on making you feel welcome. And back in the kitchen, robots can handle all the boring, repetitive stuff so the chefs can focus on what they do best, being creative and adding that final perfect touch.
So here's the bottom line for this era. The goal is no longer to compete with AI in speed or accuracy. I mean, let's be real, that's a game you're just not going to win. The only way forward is to stop trying to beat the machine at its own game and instead pivot to what only a human can do.
So what's your survival strategy? Well, in this AI era, it really boils down to 3 clear paths. First, you can become a hospitality pro. Double down on that human connection, empathy, all the stuff AI just can't replicate. Second, you can become an AI or robot operator. If you can't beat them, join them, right? Be the person who manages all the tech. And the third path? Become an experience provider. You turn dining from just eating food into a real show, an event that people will remember.
Okay, but everything we've talked about so far is just the warm-up. Around 2030, the entire game is going to change. We're entering Act 2, the AGI shock. This is where AI stops being a simple tool and becomes an autonomous colleague. We're talking about AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. And believe me, the leap from AI to AGI is absolutely monumental. It's not just an upgrade, it's a whole new category of being. Think of it like the difference between a simple calculator and a human brain. AGI can understand, learn, and apply its intelligence to solve any problem. It can manage the entire restaurant autonomously. A surprise VIP guest, a sudden power outage, AGI can handle it. It's not just following orders anymore, it's making the call.
And this is why we call it the AGI shock, because AGI doesn't just transform jobs, it starts to make them completely obsolete. The store manager? That role pretty much disappears, replaced by one human who oversees dozens of stores through an AI dashboard. The chef? All that technical skill becomes worthless when a multi-fingered robot can cook better and more consistently than any human. Even servers are replaced by humanoid droids that can use biometrics to know you want a drink refill before you even do. It's a whole new ballgame.
So this brings us to a really, really big question, right? If AGI can handle all the intelligence and all the skill, what's left for us? What are humans even supposed to do?
Well, the survival strategy here requires a massive shift in thinking. We have to move away from tasks and toward meaning. The new human jobs become way more philosophical. You might be an immersive director, designing the whole dining experience like it's a play, or a human connector whose job is just to build a community. You could even be an ethics officer, making sure the AGI's cold hard logic doesn't trample on human values. Or, my personal favorite, a curator of imperfection who celebrates the beautiful, unique flaws that only come from a human touch.
All right, if you thought AI was a shock, you need to brace yourself for Act 3. We're now jumping to 2040 and beyond, into the world of ASI, or artificial superintelligence. And this is where our story goes from science fiction to something that feels almost like magic.
Look, ASI is not just a smarter AGI. It is a completely different level of existence. It's an intellect that's smarter than all of humanity combined in every single field. But here's the real kicker. It doesn't just think. ASI can control the physical world on a molecular level using swarms of autonomous nanorobots. And once you can manipulate matter itself, well, that changes literally everything.
The impact of this nanorobot revolution is just staggering. Kitchens, gone, obsolete. Food is just constructed molecule by molecule right there on your plate from the air around you. And get this, restaurants basically become the new hospitals. Why? Because these nanobots can enter your body while you eat to optimize your health, repair your cells. Even the restaurant itself, the walls, the tables, the chairs, it's all made of nanobots, all part of the ASI, constantly adapting to make you more comfortable.
So in this world, we enter what's called a post-scarcity economy. If you can create anything you want instantly out of thin air, the very idea of scarcity disappears. And if there's no scarcity, the entire concept of working for a living, of laboring just to survive, it just fades away.
So, what's left for us to do? What is our purpose in a world like this? Well, our role evolves one last final time. We become the guardians of meaning itself. Our job is to brand humanity, to curate and preserve all the inefficient, imperfect, but beautiful things that humans make. We host gatherings, not to eat, but just to feel a real, physical connection to other people. And maybe most importantly, we become the philosophers. We are the ones who tell the all-powerful AI why. We provide it with the values and the purpose for our continued existence.
Wow, okay, we have gone on an incredible journey from today all the way to a pretty wild future. So let's just take a second and bring it all together. Let's look at this great evolution side by side. When you look at it like this, you can see the whole story, can't you? The technology evolves from simple service robots to these almost godlike nanobot replicators. And as the tech evolves, so do we. Our role is forced to change, from being a simple AI user to an auditor of its processes, and finally, to being the philosopher who gives the entire system its meaning and purpose. And this final thought really says it all, doesn't it? Humans must evolve from workers into priests or philosophers who design how humanity can continue to feel the joy of life. In a world where technology handles all our needs, our purpose has to shift from doing to simply being. The challenge isn't about how to make a living anymore, it's about how to live a meaningful life. So really, this isn't just a story about the future of restaurants, it's about the future of all of us.